request our speakers to kindly switch on their videos as we are starting now. Ashu sir, Ritu ma'am, please switch on your videos as we'll be starting now.
Good
Thank you
afternoon,
so
ma'am.
much. Thank you
Good
so much.
afternoon.
Greetings, everyone. Education has always been one of the most powerful forces shaping societies, economies, and the future of individuals. Yet today, education itself is undergoing a profound transformation. Technologies such as artificial intelligence, immersive learning platforms, digital collaboration tools, and data driven learning systems are redefining how knowledge is created, shared, and experienced. The way we learn, teach, and prepare for the future is evolving faster than ever before. And that is exactly what today's conversation, Next Gen Education Transforming Learning for the Digital Future, is all about. Across the world, we are witnessing a clear shift from traditional classroom models towards more dynamic, technology enabled learning ecosystems. Students today are no longer just passive recipients of knowledge, they are active participants in a global digital learning environment where information is accessible anytime and anywhere. Artificial intelligence is enabling personalized learning pathways. EdTech platforms are expanding access to quality education, and immersive technologies are making learning more interactive, experiential, and future focused. However, with these opportunities also comes some important questions. How should education systems evolve in an AI driven world? How can technology bridge the gap between academic learning and real world industry needs? And the most importantly, how do we ensure that digital innovation enhances education while keeping human creativity, critical thinking, and collaboration at its core? Before we begin, allow me to briefly introduce myself. My name is Sugandha Shekhawat, and I have the privilege of serving as the project head at NextGenCon Dubai Edition. Today's session is the third volume of our ongoing NextGenCon webinar series, where we bring together founders, industry experts, researchers, policymakers, and innovation leaders to discuss emerging technologies, evolving industries, and future ready skills. At NextGenCon, our vision is to create a platform that bridges the gap between innovation ecosystems and the generation of thinkers, builders, and professionals. I would like to extend a very warm welcome to our esteemed guest speakers whose insights and experiences will guide today's discussion. A special welcome to our NextGenCon committee members and advisory community who continue to support and strengthen this initiative. I would also like to acknowledge and appreciate our ongoing committee, our organizing committee, and entire team behind the scenes, whose dedication and efforts make these conversations possible. And of course, a heartfelt welcome to all the students, educators, and different institutions and communities joining us today. We truly appreciate your presence and participation in this important conversation. With that, let's begin today's session on Next Gen Con Education Transforming Learning for the Digital Future. To begin our discussion, I would like to introduce our guest speakers. Our first speaker today is Dr. Ritu Bhargava, an experienced academician with over 22 years of teaching experience in computer science and engineering. She has strong expertise in areas such as artificial intelligence, data mining, and cybersecurity. Dr. Bhargava has contributed extensively to academic research with several publications in reputed journals and has also guided PhD scholars in their research journey. We are delighted to have her with us today and look forward to hearing her insights on future technology and education. Our second guest speaker today is Mr. Ashu Sharma. Mr. Sharma is currently working as a senior software engineer at Vidh Bhavan, Jaipur, Rajasthan. With a strong background in software development and technology driven solutions, he brings valuable industry experience in building and working with modern digital systems. His professional journey reflects deep engagement with emerging technologies and their practical applications in today's digital landscape. His perspective from technology and industry side will provide important insights on how innovation, AI, and digital platforms are influencing the future of learning and skill development. Now, to move forward with the conversations we have in the webinar today, I would like to request Ms. Bhanupriya to kindly take over the discussion.
Thank you so much, Sugandha, for the introduction. As the moderator of today's session, I am Bhanupriya Singhal, Project Head Operations and Execution at NextGenCon, where I work closely on building and executing initiatives that bring together leaders, innovators, startups, and young professionals to engage in meaningful conversation around emerging technologies, innovation ecosystem, and the future of work. We are truly pleased to have both of our speakers with us today.
Thank you, Bhanupriya.
Yes, thank you so much, ma'am. Now, I would like to request our esteemed speakers to share a few opening remarks on the theme of today's webinar, Next Gen Education, Transforming Learning for the Digital Future. Over to you, ma'am.
Very good afternoon to one and all. First of all, I would like to extend my heartfelt gratitude to all the organizers who has organizing such a insightful event for the students, because it's the today's need of an hour to discuss upon on such issues, and insightful discussions should be necessary. And I also extend my special thanks to Ms. Sugandha Shekhawat, Project Head NextGenCom, for her efforts and giving me the opportunity to invite on such a platform. I also acknowledge Mr. Ashu Sharma, my fellow panelist in this discussion, and of course Bhanupriya for bring us all together for discussing on such an insightful topic, and for a very wonderful conversation we are going to have on this topic. So in my point of view, I have seen in my entire career, and the transition which has been taken place from traditional learning till today, what is happening in this educational industry. So long back when I was just entered into this education industry, we were not using the any digitization in our classrooms. We were more focused on the books. We were making notes from the books. We are asking students to just go through the different books and prepare their notes. Practical knowledge, of course, because I'm from computer science, so practical is there. But of course, the study is only from the books. Later on, then the paradigm shift take place. We started incorporating online classes, YouTube videos, PowerPoints, and books have replaced by the PDF notes which teachers used to provide the students. And students also, they are reverting their notes through some online medium only, right? But nowadays, I have noticed that notice the means not appropriate. It is the AI. As AI came into the picture, the entire scenario has changed totally, right? So updations, learning pedagogy, everything has been changed so fast and in a very positive manner also. So I have witnessed this huge paradigm shift throughout. Like I have seen the traditional pattern, I have seen the digitized, and now AI has incorporated, collaborated with the education. So it has coming up with something else. So it's a very good and challenging for us also as an educator.
Uh,
Thank you.
yes, ma'am, very well said that transformation is big has begun.
Yeah.
Yes, I would also like to ask Mr. Sharma, sir, what are your point of view on this on today's topic?
Good afternoon, everyone. Am I audible?
Yes,
Yes.
go on.
Okay, fine. Good afternoon, everyone. Sugandha ma'am, Bhanupriya ma'am, and Ritu ma'am. Everyone that participants also. AI and all these technology shift in last 2 decades. It's very important for all of us. As in pandemic situation in COVID, we all knew that what exactly happened. We all connected remotely through online technologies and platforms. So yes, this is that one that example we can share among all of us that yes, importance of these all technologies and stuffs is very important. And AI and all these as my current project is on Java Spring Boot microservices that currently I'm using for Rajasthan government. And with my experience of more than 15 years, what I have seen, as ma'am shared also, that during all days we were used to visit library and just make all those hard notes and everything. But that totally shifted now towards this digitization. But roots always there. We cannot deny that traditional approach is also important. Yeah, we are shifting towards new era, but that root things we cannot deny and impact of those also. What I am right now, I am seeing that once you say AI importance and all these things, uh, degrees, I don't think it matters a lot in upcoming days. It's the knowledge, it's the skills that matters a lot. Because degrees, yeah, you can take degree if you don't have skills to implement that, then it will not go further. So you can go for 3 years course or 4 years course, but degree programs is okay for initial eligibility. Yeah, it's okay. But if you have skills, you have practical knowledge, then only you can sustain. Placement is one thing, but to remain there and perform well, that is another thing. That is very retention is very important for all young generation. And as I visited different corporate sectors also, so what I have seen that nowadays listening is very weak for that recent generations because they are not ready to listen anyone for 40-45 minutes. Even that challenge comes in teaching also. So if any mentor or any teacher is teaching in traditional way, so it's very difficult to make class silence for next 40-45 minutes. If you have some practical knowledge, you have some deployment type of skills for any given topic that you are sharing among the students, then it's okay. Otherwise, there are lots of platforms that a student can go and they can take it. Remote now distance doesn't matter because each and everything is available online. So you may take reference from there and you can go further. So yeah, this theme is very important that AI emergence and everything that we generally talk about. But you start with that root setup and then just go for advancement and basic attributes you cannot ignore. Being a student, being a fresher, you cannot ignore basic things. Otherwise, what happens when you face some challenging situations during your corporate career or your professional career? Definitely, it will trouble a lot. So this is a brief about this theme. Thank you. Yeah.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, both of you, for those insightful opening perspectives. I believe that really helps us set the context of today's discussion on how technology and digital innovation are transforming education systems globally. To explore this theme further, I would now like to move into the conversation with our speakers and discuss how next gen education is shaping the way students learn, educators teach, and institutions prepare individuals for the future workflow. We would like to keep this session interactive. If anyone from the audience has questions during the discussion, please feel free to drop them in the chat and we will take them up during the Q&A segment towards the end of the session. To start with, I would like to ask Mr. Sharma, sir, how do you see technology redefining next-gen education globally? And what does it truly means in today's digital era?
Uh, First thing that if you see that remotely we can access any resource of information. So if you connect through, if you say digitization, it's really impact a lot because now distance doesn't matter. 10 years back, 20 years back, you see that that's not the source of information. We can easily get it. But nowadays, yes, it's easily you can go through and you can join any online course or platforms, and you may just frame whatever you want to study, and as per your career, even though guidance also you can easily take it and you just move forward. So technology awareness is very important. It is not limited to urban areas. Now it is globally, you can say, situated, and everyone can use. Now there are two things, plus and minus. If you use in a positive way, so definitely you can learn a lot from that and you can get benefit in your career. But if you negatively, if you think, then yeah, it is distracted also, because sometimes excess use of such digital platforms and everything just divert you from your actual goal. So the balance approach is important. But what I see that personally, that firstly you should have a fundamental earlier in your career. You should strong your fundamental and then go for technology stuff. AI, and this is not new. It is not new. When I did my mtech, I was using MATLAB, Octave, these softwares. So I was using this recognition system. I made softwares which recognized ten thousands or lakhs of millions of images within a minute. So I did 10 to 15 years back also. I use these things. But yeah, now it is in tradition, so people think, okay, deep learning, that type of AI, machine learning, these all things are new, but it is very very old. 10, 20 years back people were using that. So this is the one thing. And second is, if you say number of tools, firstly you have to make your skill sets. What exactly you want, what is your strength and where is your weakness. So if you go for different technologies, you should aware about your weakness and strengths also. You cannot mention each and everything in your CV or your resume. You have to be very clear what exactly your fundamental levels, because companies require such a person who is fundamentally correct. Because once you into the system, if you are honest with your work and efficiency, you can learn. I have learned technologies and implemented within a week of time and 15 days times, because nowadays companies doesn't have that manual functional kit type of deployment. They That tradition was there. If I am talking about that career perspective, suppose some students are joining and they are thinking they know new tools and technologies, but once implementation part is there, they are not up to efficient level. So what happen? Companies require a person who is having that kind of approach. They can learn quite easily. They can innovative. They can be innovative and learn fast and effectively, so that they can learn new tools and technologies. I I had a number of experience in different projects. I worked with Telangana government for e-procurement system. I worked with audit online e-procurement systems and different tech stack. So what I have learned that whatever the tools they are providing, you have to learn that and implement them. So yes, digital era shifting is there. Everything is okay. But if you have a learning capability, then only you can sustain for long term. This is my that point of view.
Yes, sir. Well said. Learning is very important in every prospect. If you are joining as a in a company or going for any AI tool or technology, learning is the basic fundamental part that is very important. Next is for Dr. Bhargav. Ma'am, for decades, education has followed a classroom-centric model. In your view, are we truly witnessing a structural shift in learning, or simply digitalizing the same traditional system?
Yes, definitely. There is a structural shift. Like previously, I have said, I have myself have witnessed this entire paradigm shift between the traditional learning and now it is everything is in collaboration with the AI. I have witnessed it. So there is a huge paradigm shift and structural shift. Of course, it is there. Like as I said, previously we were the educators. Okay, they were teachers. Now they are called as educators, facilitators, right? And sometimes they are also known as learning designers, right? So the name has also changed. There is a shift in the calling teacher also with these names. So we were content provider previously, but now our role as an educator has also changed with this shift, structural shift. Now, educators, they have more, they are not only content provider, they need to make the students think critically. They have to um, inculcate adaptability among the students for the technology, for the changes, for the updations, to also they are responsible to make the perspective change also for the students, like how students should think, how what can be their perspective, how problem solving should be taken place. Okay, critical thinking should be there. So all these things are taught by the educators nowadays. Not only they are responsible to deliver the content, content is already on internet, content is everywhere. How to filter that content, how to use that information, okay, how to filter that information and use accordingly to their needs, because there is overload of the information on different mediums. Social media पे आपके पास information overload है. Okay, you have so much information on different platforms, online platforms. There are n number of edtech companies who are providing courses, but what course is fruitful for them, how they need to learn it, how to what kind of assessment they should have, what are the feedbacks, they all, everything is now educators need to tell the students to broaden their perspective. That is very important. So of course structural shift is there in point of educator. Now classroom centric has also been taken replaced by the digitization, like smart boards are there. Not only the classrooms, but now AI has also involved in it. uh, I don't say that it can be replaced. AI will replace the traditional learning, or if AI is teachers are going to replaced by AI. I'm not saying that. Only the AI in collaboration with the technology is enhancing, okay, enhancing the entire this educational industry, and more is focused on the way we are, and making the students learn all these things. That is more important, and for that educator will be always there. An educator is the only who is responsible to guide, to give guidance to the students how to use this technology. Like AI is created by us, so AI should not drive us. We should drive the AI. That's the thing.
Yes, ma'am, that's very well said by you that AI should not drive us. We should drive the AI.
Yeah.
Yes, and that's important too. When we look to the classes or the students of primary classes, they are just taking online classes or sessions. So, वहाँ the role of educator comes कि how they will direct them to
Yeah.
study and everything. That's very true. I would also like to ask Ashu sir for his perspective on the same.
Yes, shifting is already there. traditional classroom teaching for smart classroom teaching, smart rooms, and digitization, everything. Nowadays, students also take all these notes from YouTube and different Coursera, different platforms. So, but what I just surprised that when I saw my era, we used to study from reference books. Nowadays, if you ask any students, please tell me any two or three books, author's name. Who is author of Design Analysis and Algorithm, Data
They'll
Structure
not
Theory?
be able to answer.
Then it is very very surprising for me because um, it was on tips for all of us. In my batch, in I think it was on tips. All the authors of
Yeah,
all the
just interrupting you, Mr. Ashu. Like the same thing. Even I'm experiencing. Like my students, me, there were around 10 to 12 books, for a subject. We used to refer them, but like adaptability is very important. That is the one thing students and even us, okay, need to understand how much adaptability we are having. Now if I look backward, in my past years, uh, I've been doing the same thing, right? But if I don't adapt the upcoming the issues of the society, like what AI is about to do in this education, how we can incorporate it. If we don't adapt it, if we don't go forward, okay, along with the students, okay, that will become a little challenging. So in this case, Sana, what I felt, it's okay if student doesn't know the name of the book, but if we are giving them some real world projects, if we are giving them some task in which they have means engrossed themselves, and they are learning by practical knowledge, so it's okay. It's okay, I think, in this way, because we can't just ask students. I have experienced it in my classrooms also. Like usually, I asked which book you are referring, which book you have prepared the notes, and how many references you have took for particular this research paper if you are writing and whatever. But nowadays, it is not like that. We can't force students to read the books. We need to tell them how to take this information, from where genuine information you will get, and how you should apply it. So that is important. So this is my take on this technology. Thank you, Asha.
Okay, ma'am. You are absolutely right, ma'am. Nowadays, we cannot force a student to go for this book and for this book. But what I feel for working employee, that concept was came for working employee. Those were working in some corporate sectors. They have that weekends off. They can take some short term certification courses, and they just pass those courses for their internal recruitments and everything for enhancement of their knowledge. But nowadays what happened, it is coming into college and university curriculum as well. Students start different certifications. Uh, yeah, that's okay. Multitasking and everything is important. You know English, you know German, you know Spanish, it's okay. But thing is this, then fundamental concepts are there, because fundamental you cannot deny. If I say, okay, what exactly the red black tree algorithm, so student must know. But red black tree algorithm, practical implementation and everything, yeah, if a student is following YouTube lectures and everything, they must practice on systems.
Sure.
Only hearing, only listening
Hmm.
is not enough. If you are listening
Core
through,
is always important.
if you are listening only on YouTube and you are just making some short notes for your exams, it is not fulfilling your purpose. You should must have machine practice. You listen and just practice those problems. Appear in some hackathon, appear some codeathon, some competitions globally across. So you will have that kind of ambience how exactly this competitive world all about. So tradition and modernization, it's okay. Even legacy software is also obsolete nowadays. You cannot start with Angular 5 or Angular 7 nowadays. You can use Angular 21. You cannot say I am working with JDK 1.8 or 1.3. That was way obsolete. So you can start with Java 17 or 21. So absolutely, each and everything is transforming. But the thing is this: first year, at least for first year level, first and second semester, students just uh, take admission and they are pursuing first year. They should have a fundamentals till second year. Then only they can shift for some different new advanced tools and technologies. Because in interview still people ask about basics. For 10 years experience, they will ask about projects and real world problems. But for fresher, they will ask you about recurrence functions, what exactly is stack and queue, different algorithms. So these questions still asked by interviewers in interview from fresher student. But if you are 5 year experience, 10 year experience, then they start asking you about real world problem, practical, some project implementation, about the team management, team dealing. These things comes after 5 year, 6 year time when you reach up to team lead level or module lead level or project manager level. So this is that. It depends on management how you start your, because you take admission and you say okay, what will be package after 4 years. It is too early to ask such questions. So as far as traditions and modernization, digitization is concerned, take time, clear your fundamentals first, and then go for some advancement. This is my goal for this particular question. Thank you.
Yes, sir, well said. So my next question is from Dr. Bhargav. Ma'am, India has one of the largest student population in the world. What unique opportunity does this scale present for India to become a global innovation hub in digital education?
Yes, very good question, Bhanupriya. Uh, in India, we have a massive like innovation ecosystem. You can say we have a large number of students, massive strength of the students in India, and our government has already implemented. They have a policy, Mission 2030. It has started in 2015. So they have a mission, they have a goal, like to digitize entire India. Like there are some states like Northeast and some other places, Kashmir side, where digitization is not much. Okay, but they are trying under this policy 2030. Like government wants the entire country to become digitized, and this is very proud to say that even in other countries like in US also, how frequently we are using Zomato, Blinkit, Instagram, right? All these apps, uh, but in USA it is not there, so they need to go to the store to purchase the things. But in India, it is so each and every city, small city, Blinkit is there, Instamart is there. So in education also, once we will develop, we will digitize the entire thing, and then we can present it to globally also. So it's not a big deal. It's coming in some few years only. Like India is going to be lead in IT sector in upcoming years. I'm sure of it.
Yes, yes, for sure, ma'am. How they say India progress कर रहा है and government initiatives ले रही है towards
Mhm.
AI and towards startups. They are providing
Yes.
and they are
Now in colleges, sorry, Bhanapriya, in colleges also we have innovation cell. Okay,
yes,
and MHRD this time has um, said that around 50 activities should be under this innovation cell. So it is all about like we are growing in this. So on in entrepreneurship, in innovation, we are growing a lot.
Yes, ma'am. We are in the race to become a global innovation hub right now.
True.
India will become a soon. My next question is for Mr. Sharma. Sir, in your opinion, are universities evolving fast enough to keep the pace with the rapid technology disruption system, the global shaping the global workforce?
Uh, Ma'am, I think pace is slow. There is a huge gap if you say induction from industry standard towards university or college, and pace is slow because you you see that, yeah, there are some excellence centers deployed inside premises, but how much practical work is going to take place? That's the question. That's challenge because this is also true that students they engage in their university exams and everything. Internals, externals. So as per the standard they used to follow. But when you make center of excellence of any industry or any company, okay, then you think that okay, trainers should come in premises. They should train according to the modern problems, according to the real time problems, and the students should learn from their in their internship and as well as some real time projects they should do. But as far as momentum and pace is concerned, yes, it is slow because some traditional steps also simultaneously going on. And one thing is important. Nowadays, we require a pupil who is problem solver. Problem solving is very important. Innovation is equally important, as Ritu ma'am already told that entrepreneurship and everything, startups. It is absolutely good initiative by Indian government, and we are leading from front. If you say across globe, but actual R&D, research and development environment, and such kind of technical stuff should come uh, in majority of universities because quality and quantity, two things are there. So most of university doesn't have do not have such kind of infrastructure as well, because if you compare yeah, some top notch universities they can make it possible, but most of universities, 75-70% private institutes and everything, they have such deployment, but still they are not connecting from that point of view that students can learn real time problem solving skills and everything. So we are on the way. I'm just giving you one example. You heard about data centers, data center industries. We have in Jaipur BSDC, Bhamasha Data Center.
Yes,
How
sir.
many data centers in India? It is around 1600 data centers in India or
Yes.
1700. In US, it is more than 8,000. Okay, so all the data which is we are just processing and saving and just utilizing, that is going to be processed and saved through data centers which is deployed in USA. So government is already taking actions. Okay, deployment of those data in own data centers in country, inside country, so other countries cannot misuse that data. But if you compare with rest of the world and our country, yeah, our country is on good pace. But that pace will remain there once universities and school colleges also cope up, also make it sync up with those industry standards. So it is very important. Rest, yeah, we are in India, so we can think positively that okay, at some point of time we will definitely upfront and make it possible that India will be number one in IT sector. But right now, pace is slow. Thank you.
Yes, we are Indians and हम कुछ ना कुछ करके तो नंबर वन बन ही जाएंगे वो that's the thing. Thank you so much, sir. Next, for Dr. Bhargav. Ma'am, AI can personalize education at scale, but can algorithm-driven learning paths unintentionally limit the curiosity and creativity by guiding students too narrowly? Ma'am, your mic is mute.
Yes. So now the like being an educator only, like whenever I give assignments or whatever questions to my students, they just take the help of AI and they prepare the notes and they submit it to me. But of course, it has narrowed down the thought process of the students. But again, it's the responsibility of educator how to make use of the AI and internet for the assignments. So we need to be one step ahead of the students, right? Whatever assignments we are giving to the students need to work on it. So the kind of assignment which we are asking them to do should be like problem solving again, like should be they should not only they dig into more into this into the topic, make use of AI very carefully, very smartly, then it is going to be work out. Otherwise, it is not. So it's a very important role for an educator only, how to make the students to make use of the AI.
Ma'am, I think it's the role of both educator and
Yeah, that's their role is totally shifted. So educators need to be very smart, very thoughtful. Their perspective has to be widened. Then only they can teach the students. They can, you know,
yes.
make the students at par with the technology.
यस यस मैम द थिंग इज कि दोनों तरह से कि एजुकेटर का भी पूरा क्लियर होना चाहिए कि दे नो अ वाइड हैव एन वाइड नॉलेज बट दे आर giving to the students, and also if students are using AI, so there should be something कि like वो अपना creativity को शॉर्ट ना करे एंड उसके ऊपर डीप रिसर्च करे, उसको अलग अलग बेस से लर्न करे एंड देन उसको प्रेजेंट करे एनी असाइनमेंट और
Yes,
work they
it's the
are doing
role
with
of
the help of.
educator only to, tell the students about the research literacy, about the like usage of AI, how to use for critical thinking, how to use for the analysis, right?
Yes, ma'am. So my next question is from Mr. Sharma. So many educators worry about AI replacing traditional academic efforts. Could AI instead become a tool that pushes students toward deeper critical thinking rather than surface level tasks?
I don't think that AI is going to replace any human resource. I don't think. Uh, it is the responsibility of human resource. They just learn all these AI techniques and tools, and smart enough to teach their students as well. Whatever real world problems they face, they should make possible that solutions for that for their students, and make possible that students should learn what exactly AI implementation and tools and techniques implementation there in their field. So one thing is important that if according to your question, AI is not dangerous for anyone. That for jobs will not be there and anything, any type of thing. But yeah, if you learn these tools and techniques, you are able to implement this in real world problems. It is definitely beneficial for you. But nowadays, what happening? I visited number of campuses. What I have seen that many projects reports were just copy paste of ChatGPT. Students just put some prompt over there, and they just copy and paste. And when plagiarism that identify 90%, 85% AI generated data. Even at PhD standard, also this is happening. Those are pursuing R&D and everything. They use ChatGPT and they just make sure that okay, this content is ready. But at PhD level, you have different tools to identify AI generated content. So quality research, quality practical work, original research, that is lacking because uh, these all AI engines and models, people are addicted of this using this. Even small email writing, even small type of email writing or application writing, people are just prompting on ChatGPT, OpenAI, and these stuffs that people use and just copy and paste it. So what exactly happening? Own learning, own that utilization of brain is going to be lack. So what happens when you work with production level applications, when you work with real time applications, you cannot put each and everything on ChatGPT because of millions lines of code is there. Hundreds of modules are there for big applications. You cannot put each and everything over there. So then it starts critical thinking. How do you think to solve a problem in production level applications? So if that kind of, yes, technology is there, AI is there, everything is there for beneficial resource, as a beneficial resource. But how to use them? Firstly, try yourself how to use them. Not directly jump into those resources and just copy and paste. Firstly, try to use your own knowledge, and then once you trap somewhere, then you can take help from there. I know I use Stack Overflow starting earlier in my career. So Stack Overflow, people just give some suggestions, not whole amount of code. If suppose you working on any method which is of 500 lines, so people just give you some suggestions. You can try this one, you can try this one. But now in ChatGPT, if you just put your code, definitely it will write whole code for you. Yeah, I am agree with this. Accenture like companies, they purchase enterprise edition of ChatGPT and provide to their employees, but they are not directly used that. Firstly, they think, they implement those thinkings into their project problems, and if they don't solve that, then they use as a reference ChatGPT model. So this is one example. So I think according to me, there is no danger, any harm while using these AI tools and techniques, but intelligently you have to adopt all these things. There is no danger for job perspective or career perspective. I don't think so. Thank you.
Yes, I agree to you, Ashu, in this regard. And just need to add something. Like in education also, in universities and in colleges also, things are changing. Although they are at the initial level, but new policies has been created. NEP is now implementing in most of the institutions, colleges, and university. And in this NEP, they have multidisciplinary options. They are incorporating internship programs so that how skill has to be developed. Now, it is not, now students are not coming out from the university and college just taking a degree in their hand. They are now carrying internship programs, different internships they've been doing. It has made compulsory for them, so to student can explore themselves, right? And the same thing कि जैसे मैंने अभी आपको पहले बताया कि it's the role of educator to make the students think, then only they will able to use these AI properly. Just use the AI according to their need, how much they wanted to use it. The ethical use of the AI should be told by the educator to the students to filter the information which they are getting, how and how much they should use. It has become the role of educator. So educator has to be very smart, very honest in doing all such things. Plagiarisms also, and the task which educator is giving, अगर वो honest नहीं है students के साथ में, अगर वो उनका perspective, उनका thinking को enhance नहीं कर पाता है, तो then educator role is no more for that particular person, right? So educator को भी आगे आना है, plus these policies also helping them. So it's a very new thing. Even educators are struggling in this new scenario of internships, practical knowledge, analytical. Now educators has been asked to create the paper according to the Bloom's taxonomy. It has become mandatory. So some organizations has adapted it, but some organizations has not adapted it. So those who have adapted, they are working on it. They are making this education thing better for the students, okay, so that they can explore themselves, they can do better in their lives. But there are organizations who are not fully adapting all these things. So this has been in a initial state. This Not many of the organizations have adopted NEP, but when you will see, this policy is really very good. um, there are many courses students can opt. Art student can, if has an interest in maths, can opt it. And educators, they help students to follow their path, to explore them more by giving them more internship opportunities, and research oriented also. So all these are going hand in hand, but at a very initial stage. That's the thing.
Yes, ma'am. It's 100% correct.
Yes. So honesty has to be there for educators. It is a big responsibility because these Gen Zs, they need to be directed. They need to be told. They are very smart. They are very smart. They are very intelligent. They know what they have to do in their life. Only a little direction they need. The path, the learning path, uh, they need to follow. And this will never given by the AI. How many questions they can ask to any kind of question, if they want to ask to chat GPT or any AI tool, that touch, the personal touch, the human touch, they will never get. So educators, the human values, they will never become like obsolete. So there will be online classes, will be blended learning. AI can be used only as a cognitive partner for the students, not as an educator. Educator will be always there to give them the right path. So this is they can only should be used AI for just to enhance what they are thinking. Because what I feel, like thinking power is enormous. Okay, so to find out that capability from students. Now, in the upcoming years also, what I will feel in not more than 4 or 5 years or 10 years, you will see the another paradigm change. Like for each and every student, uh, in every organization, there will be a personalized learning path. Okay, so we have already started this. Like we are looking at the behavior pattern of the student. Like there are some students who are really very good in writing codes, but they are not able to learn theory. They are not able to write pages in the answer sheet. So I think educators will take the help of AI for this personalized learning path. So for each and every student, they have a unique study pattern for them, different assignments for them, different assessment criteria for them, different feedback for them. So that way, AI will help us and will help the education, the students much better. Right? So, this is my take on this AI.
Yes, ma'am. It's true. Ma'am, I just want to share one example. If
Yes.
Bhanu, yeah, okay. I visited Rabat Bhatta thermal plant Kota. Right.
Yeah.
So I visited to deploy one software over there along with the hardware, right?
Hmm.
So those people not allowed us to even bring one single pen drive inside premises,
Yes.
and I deployed whole application offline
Hmm.
without any Google, without any ChatGPT, without any OpenAI.
So
Entire
that is
application.
only possible when you have given your core into that. That is only possible because, so this is again this kind of thing in these Gen Zs only educator can inculcate. If, like, again, if I'm not honest with my students, right? So what I will be doing, I just going into my class, teaching, completing my syllabus, giving them assignment, how they are doing. If it doesn't make sense to me, if I don't bother also, if I didn't bother, so it will not make any sense. So actually, this structural shift is for the educators, with what I feel, because from last past 22 years, I've seen it is changing. But because I have read from the books, I always said this to my students, because I have read so many books, I am able to, you know, say that ki the internet, the chat GPT has given you the wrong answer. And then I ask them again, ki now tell me the answer of this question. Take help from Google. Then they give the answer. Then I said, ki now tell me the answer. Then देख करते 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 स्टूडेंट को पता चल जाता है कि क्या करेक्ट आंसर है. सो एजुकेटर को बहुत पढ़ना पड़ता है, बहुत पढ़ेंगे, एक वन स्टेप स्टूडेंट से अहेड रहेंगे, देन ओनली इट इज पॉसिबल. तो ऑनेस्टी फॉर एजुकेटर्स इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. जेंजीज, दे आर नो डाउट, I am dealing with them. They are very smart, they are very intelligent, they are very focused also. Very focused. Only they need direction and how to use this AI. Ethical बताना बहुत जरूरी है students को कि how to use it ethically, usage of this AI, and all the pros and cons of the AI. So that is important. Thank you, Ashim. It's good to have an interactive session with you. Nice.
Really nice. It's pleasure. Different knowledge and sharing experience. It's really good. Thank you.
Yeah, even I felt the same.
Yes. Thank you so much, sir, and thank you so much, ma'am. It's a very interactive session going on. So as we come to end of this insightful session on next-gen education, transforming learning for the digital future, I want my sincere gratitude to our for sharing their valuable knowledge, perspective, and forward-looking insight on how technology and artificial intelligence are reshaping the future of education and learning. Before towards concluding today's session, I would like to offer for short question answers with our audience. If anyone has questions for our speakers, please feel free to drop them in the chat box. Moving forward, a special would like to thank and a special founder and CEO of NextGen visionary leadership and for organizing this impactful session that brings together academia, leaders, innovators, and young professionals on a global platform. Your commitment to fostering meaningful dialogue on emerging technologies and on behalf of the moderation team, we also thank our distinguished guests and attendees for actively joining and contributing to today's thought-provoking discussion. Your presence and engagement make the session more enriching and impactful. NextGenCon continues to serve as a platform of innovation, collaboration, and future-focused conversations that bridge the gap between technology, education, and evolving needs of global workforce. We look forward to hosting many more such insightful sessions that inspire ideas, spark collaborations, and prepare the next generation of opportunities of a rapidly evolving digital world. Thank you once again to our speakers, organizers, and all the participants to being a part of today's session. Have a wonderful day ahead. Thank you so much, ma'am and sir, for being a part of today's session, and also to our attendees and the organizing team. Uh, have a wonderful day ahead, everyone. Stay curious, stay innovative, and stay future ready. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank
Thank
you.
you, everyone.